will go ahead with our next speaker, who is Isha Jagadish. Isha is a rising sophomore at Saratoga High School, and today she will be speaking on improving awareness of the visually impaired with a wearable device using computer vision, AI, and a voice-driven app.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me here today. My name is Isha Jagadish, and today I will be telling you about the award-winning project I worked on this past year and entered in the Synopsys Science Fair, improving awareness of the visually impaired with a wearable device using computer vision, AI, and a voice-driven app. So first, a little bit about myself. I love to utilize technology to help people. In fact, that's what has driven me these past few years and continues to drive me today. Since my middle school years, I have been working on science projects that help people. In 8th grade, I worked on a genomics project that identified certain ethnicities that were more susceptible to certain diseases. Similarly, in my 9th grade year, I built a device to help the visually impaired become more aware of their surroundings using AI technology. Finally, this past summer, I furthered my AI and genomics knowledge by working on a research project aimed to evaluate the genetic risk factors behind Parkinson's disease. In each case, my goal was to help certain groups of people. But on a more personal note, I love baking and playing badminton. I also enjoy music, and I'm part of the marching band where I play the clarinet. Finally, I love to swim. So in layman's terms, here's a quick overview of my project. The goal was to design a smart voice assistant device called Smart Assist for the visually impaired that could sense an individual's surroundings and alert them when something was near them, which would ensure their safety. So some of the objectives of Smart Assist were that it had to be low cost, so it would be affordable, able to work offline and not need to be connected to Wi-Fi all day, attachable to a probing cane while also being lightweight and wearable, and finally, Smart Assist should be able to work indoors and outdoors. So after setting these goals, I began to acquire the components and build the actual device. So to the left, you can see a basic 2D view of Smart Assist. The outer case is a 3D printed custom-made case that I made myself in my engineering lab at school. Inside, you can see the Raspberry Pi, which is the main component of my project, along with its accessories, which include a portable battery pack, making it usable throughout the day, the microphone, the speaker, and the camera module. My software, written in Python and utilizing AI, runs on the Raspberry Pi. It continuously detects motion video from the camera and takes in commands from the microphone to process and alert the user on their surroundings through the speaker. And to the right, you can see the approximate cost of Smart Assist. The price is pretty affordable compared to other products similar to mine, and it also performed with greater than 90% accuracy on most common use cases. So for this upcoming year, I'm going to be continuing in the Synopsys Science Fair. My project is going to be related to the research that I conducted this summer at a science research program called SRA, or Summer Research Academies, which is a part of UC Santa Barbara. During my time there, I did research in neuroscience, specifically neurodegenerative diseases. The research paper I wrote along with 2 of my peers was focused on Parkinson's disease and utilizing neural networks to evaluate the genetic risk factors behind the disease. Hopefully, in the next 3 to 6 months, we can get this paper published in a science journal. Next, in my school, I am starting a genomics and bioinformatics club. I hope to dedicate time this year to making my club as successful as possible. Finally, in 2021, I hope to acquire a STEM summer internship and also do what I love most, volunteering. So my vision for achieving greatness through science and engineering is to continue to build upon my work with the goal of helping the maximum number of people. The graph above depicts my vision. I have barely scratched the surface in science and engineering up until now, and I'm looking forward to rapidly learning and experimenting more to amplify this impact. When I ask myself, how can I do this? A couple of ideas come to my mind. First, living in a pandemic has taken a social and economic toll on our society, and I would never want this to happen again. This is why I am driven to contribute in my own way towards engineering an effective pandemic prevention and containment system. Another idea is a way to build a better bridge between research and its practical use in the field. For example, much of the cutting-edge research we do never actually reaches the underprivileged communities around the world. It's either too late or too expensive. So this is why I would like to not only work on impactful engineering projects that are cost-effective, but also seek out active partnerships with NGOs who can help quickly deliver them to those in need. I'd like to give a huge thank you to ASEI for welcoming me into their organization and providing me with the opportunity to present here today. Thank you everyone for listening.